What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So recently on Snapchat I got a message from one of my subs, and they talked about how I should do like a customization. Like, they compared it to like you should customize shoes for specific Star Wars characters. So as far as the customization part of things go, I thought that was an interesting idea, and I definitely wanted to pursue that. I just don't think I wanted to do shoes. But then I remembered Microsoft's Xbox Design Lab Studios, where they can actually design your own controller. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be pretty much using a randomizer to pick the specific Star Wars character, and then I'm going to make a controller that the Star Wars character would use if they could personally use it. Now, I know this might sound like a weird video idea, but I think it'd be pretty fun. So if you guys think of any characters you want to see me make controllers for in the future, they don't just have to be Star Wars characters or whatever. Maybe we'll do a follow-up video if you want to see another one. So let me know, comments below. Now, with that said, guys, let's go to the spin wheel. So there actually is a Star Wars spin wheel website, which I just found out now, which is pretty cool. And you can kind of just pick anyone random. So with that said, let's try it out. So for our first spin, the first controller we are making, looks like we're going to be making Hux. A Hux controller. Okay, yeah, let's try it out. So I think as far as things go, this basic Xbox is very simple. So I think as far as things go, this basic Xbox controller is actually pretty decent for Hux. What I'll probably do, I'm going to go to the triggers. I'm going to make them orange. Because Hux is, you know, he's got orange hair. You know, he's a ginger. He's a ginge. That's the way it is. I think he would just probably do something more like this. Something very plain. Something more plain Jane. I also kind of want to move on because Hux is more of a boring character. I kind of feel like this is what he would do. Exactly this controller. Boom. That is what Hux would use. I don't think he'd use anything else. Maybe, you know what? I could see him doing this. He'd add a little bit of rubber side grids. Yep. There we go. That is what Hux's control would look like. I don't think he would change anything. I think that's exactly what he would do. So that was an easy one. Now let's move on to a more fun Star Wars character. All right, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Big bucks, no whammies, no whammies. And we got Dooku. Yep, Dooku. Almost was Grievous. Okay, let's do Dooku. So this one might be a little more fun. I'm thinking that Dooku would probably go with something a little more classy. Maybe like a gray. Yeah, I could see him going with like a dark gray for the front. And then he would leave the back black, which I think that works. I think that looks good. If there was like a brown option, I'd actually probably pick brown for the front. But I think he might actually just like a... Nah, the green, that's too much. That's not Dooku. That's actually pretty cool. Looks kind of like Master Chief or something, though. I like that. Like it low key is like a Master Chief, like even the orange. That's actually pretty cool. I actually don't hate that. Anyways, we're doing Dooku. Maybe a lighter silver, because this, I guess you could say this is silver, right? No, ash gray, and then this would be storm gray. Ah, man, this one's tough. Dooku would definitely not pick any other colors here. He would pick between storm gray, ash gray, and black. I don't think he'd go black though. I think he'd have a little extra something to it. Yeah, that's a little too flashy. We'll go with a subtle gray for Dooku. I think that's good. I think Dooku would actually go full out with his rubberization. He'd probably do a full on like that. Actually, you know what? I think he wouldn't put on the side panels. I think Dooku might just do something like that. Like sleek, and then the back it's kind of like a little sneaky. I can see Dooku going for that look. Yeah, that's good. On the top, I think that Dooku might actually keep those black. Well, then again, maybe he would go for like a full silver. Actually, I'm gonna try something quick. We're gonna do the ash gray for right now up here. Let's do the triggers. This is the most important thing. I definitely think he would go with like a shiny red, like that. Oh. Yo, I actually think Dooku would. This is Dooku's controller. If Dooku was making a controller, this is his controller. Wow. So this looks pretty decent for Dooku. I feel like it needs a little bit more flash to it, though, if you know what I mean. Okay, wait. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch to ash gray. Look at this. You got the ash gray, and I think if we do the bumper. Bumper's storm gray. It looks pretty good. Let me try. That might. Oh, you know what? From the back, that looks like Dooku. Like that is a Dooku controller, right? So maybe something like this would be good. I don't know what else he would change. I feel like he wouldn't change the D-pad. Maybe add a little extra shiny D-pad. He'd probably go a little bit like that, a little more elegance to it. Nah, he'd keep it black and white like that. Looks good. Yeah. I don't know. I guess this is the best way I could describe Dooku. What it does, the thing about this controller is while we can't really match Dooku's colors, I kind of feel like this is very reminiscent of his lightsaber. You know, like his lightsaber hilt. Like it has like the black grip on it, but then it also has like the silver top, and then there's like a more like shiny polished part to it too, and then of course the red lightsaber. I think that this would be a great Dooku controller. I think we got the Dooku controller down. Let's move on to the next character. All right, let's see who we got. Yoda. Okay, let's do it. This one's gonna be fun. We got Yoda. All right, so once again, no brown, but I do think we can maybe go with a green. That might be too green for Yoda. No, Yoda wouldn't use camo. I think Yoda would use this green. What do they call this one? Nocturnal green. They'd use the nocturnal green. Yeah, that looks good. Looks great. For the back, Yoda would probably use. I think he'd go all green, and then he'd keep the grips. I think. Yeah, like Yoda would keep the grips. And then again, maybe he would get rid of the grips. Yoda would probably just do like a plain Jane controller. I feel like he wouldn't need all this extra stuff. Okay, you know what? Yeah, Yoda's gonna make this. That looks good. Next, for the bumpers. A little black on top, maybe. The green. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think that Yoda might actually do that type of green. Like in my mind, I was thinking about doing this shiny green, which looks nice. But Yoda might actually like a controller like this. You know, dark green with like a bright light green on top, kind of like his lightsaber color. We're gonna try it for now, finish the rest of the controller, and we'll come back to that part because I think I do like it, but I feel like maybe there are some tweaks we can make it better. Okay, let's look at this. So the D-pad. D-pad, it would be gray. Nah. Green. Maybe we'll just keep that one black. I feel like Yoda, that's a little too much for Yoda. He'd go back to plain black, I think. Shiny green, maybe. Well, you know what? I don't actually hate that. I don't hate that shiny green right there with the controller. What I wish I could do is make this whole thing shiny. I think that would be great. But you can't. So let me go back to this quick. Shiny green. That actually looks pretty good. And then let's do like black on top. Okay, you know what? This reminds me of Yoda. This could be the Yoda controller. Let's be honest here. D-pad. Oh, actually, I got the D-pad right. Let's go to the thumbsticks. As far as thumbsticks go, I don't think Yoda would really change these. Yeah, no, that ruins it. Nah. I think the black is fine. For most controllers, the black thumbsticks look great. Like you really don't have to change those. No. Black and white. I think that's good. I think as far as it goes, this is the best Yoda controller you can get. You know, you got his green skin tone, and then of course you have lightsaber green, nice and shiny. That looks good. There is our Yoda controller. All right, next controller. Let's see what do we got. It's gonna be for an Ewok. Well, I don't have any brown color, so that's kind of unfortunate. I felt like they had a brown one on here a few years ago, but I guess I got rid of it. Let's try it anyways. So I think an Ewok would probably go with camo. Like if they had like a brown camo like they should, an Ewok would definitely go with brown camo. But I'm going to try regular camo. But we'll see. This might be the best one for an Ewok. So for the back, I feel like an Ewok would probably keep the dark green, like how Yoda has it. Maybe go black. No. Ewok's gonna go with the nocturnal green. For the rubberization, see how this looks. That looks cool, but I don't think the Ewok would actually put those on. Like an Ewok wouldn't care about that, I think. For the top, I don't know. Okay, I think the Ewok would go with black. Looks good. They definitely need more brown colors here, like a brown, maybe like a gold even, like just like more that type of colors for their everything here. Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that color. I think that looks good. That looks great actually. Yeah, that looks like an Ewok controller. Great, great. And then I think yeah, this maybe stay the same. Yeah, let's keep that one black. And then Ewok could probably just keep all that. Yeah, black and white. Yeah, that looks good. And of course, those all stay the same. Look, that's an Ewok controller right there. That looks great. I'm actually a fan of that. All right, so let's do like 2 more characters for this video. And if you guys want to see more like this, let me know in the comments below and like give me some suggestions for other characters. Maybe I'll do like Marvel characters in the future, or like DC, or just like anything. Let me know, comments below. Now that said, let's see, what is our second last controller? We're looking at Cal Kestis. Okay, Cal. All right, let's check it out. I think we could possibly do some pretty cool stuff with Cal's design. So when I think of Cal, what do I think? I think he's more of like, honestly, I don't want to use dark green again though, but I kind of feel like he's in the dark green side of things, right? Or he'd be more like dark blue. Okay, let's do dark blue. I think Cal would go with a dark blue. Sounds like that's probably what he'd go with. The back. I think that's what he'd go with right there. That looks good. He would probably go with one rubberized. I don't think he'd go with those. He'd go with this. Yeah, you keep these nice and clean on the side. The bumper, he'd go between blue and black, I think. Or maybe he'd add white in there. You know what? We'll throw a white in there. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks great. He'd go with blue hollow bumpers like that. That looks really cool actually. Now that might be too dark. He'd go with the lighter blue, I think. When I think of Cal would make a controller with brighter blue on it, which also means the D-pad would also be a lighter blue. Yeah, look at that. That looks great. Actually, you know what? I think he might actually change that to like something like this. He might not even go with a shiny D-pad. This is actually what I think Cal would go with. His white would match the brim up here. The D-pad and the brim would match. Yeah, that actually looks great. I think that reminds you of Cal. White analogs. I don't know. I think I gotta go with black ones. I don't think. Well, you know what? The blue don't look too bad though. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like that blue doesn't look too bad. But the black looks better. The black looks better. We gotta keep the black. And then let's see if he changed his other buttons here. Okay, you know what? I could see Cal doing that. This is actually pretty cool too. You got the white brim, you got the middle black and white buttons, and then you have black, white, black, white. I think Cal would probably do this. This would be Cal's controller, and I might be wrong, but I guess you can kind of customize how he looks. But if I think of how Cal would design, like the character I know of Cal, how he would design his controller, I think this is exactly what he would make. But of course, that's just my opinion. Now that said, guys, let's move on to the next controller. And the last one of our video. I hope it's a good one. I hope it's not something boring. We have Hux again. Okay, we're spinning again. We already know. I said, please not something boring. It gave us the most boring character. Ben Solo? Wow, okay. Now this is the thing. This is Ben Solo. I guess Kylo is not on this. I'm thinking like, in a way you could say, well, there's Darth Vader and there's Anakin controller. There's the 2 different controllers. And then you have like, there is Kylo Ren and there is Ben Solo. Those are kind of like 2 different controllers too. Oh, there he is there. Okay, so Kylo is there, so we'll do Ben. Okay, so right off the bat for Ben, we know Ben has a blue lightsaber. So let's change his triggers a while. We're gonna get those nice and blue. That looks good. I think that's gonna work for Ben Solo. Next, we're gonna do the front plate. I think that Ben might go with a, he might use a blue. He might use a blue like Cal, kind of. Let's change that up a little bit. I don't think he would go exactly like Cal though. I think he'd actually go with maybe something like this. A little gray, but not like too dark. This might be a little too dark for Ben. I feel like this gray fits it better, in my opinion. I do think that the back would probably stay black though. Maybe a little lighter. Okay, you know what? I actually think that he might use a full ash gray controller. I think that looks like what Ben would use. Rubberized grips. I'm looking at this. I feel like Ben wouldn't use these, or at least maybe not one of them. Okay, you know, I think Ben would probably make his controller like this. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Bumpers. Okay, this is what he'd do. He'd do a full plain colors except for the triggers, which would be the blue, like his lightsaber. That looks great. Looks great. D-pad. Try the shiny blue again. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I think that's what Ben would probably use. We're gonna do light blue. Looks great. His analogs, I think I'll probably keep it the same. Well, actually, no. He'd do black. He'd do black. It looks good. And then for his buttons, honestly, I think Ben would probably go with. I think he'd go with this layout right here, and maybe we'll do like white and black there. No. Keep the black and white. I think this. Oh, wait, let's do this one. No. Black and white. I think this is what the Ben Solo controller would look like. It's not the same as a Kylo Ren controller, which I'll probably do next time we do this video. If you guys like these, you want to see more like this. But I think as far as things go, this is the Ben Solo controller. Well, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. And like I said, let me know future controllers you want to see me customize. And maybe like the next episode, I'll do like, instead of randomizing like I had on this one, maybe I'll just go by comments. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one. Peace.